Alright, hi YouTubers. So today's video is going to be about hair. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you can already pretty well tell that I got my hair done. So, this is going to be for the guys, well not guys, but the gals, well even guys, maybe if you've done it. If you are a fan of getting your hair bleached or, turning it blonde, and if you've ever run into this problem, or if you are newly, that's not even, if you're new to this problem. Okay, so, before when I would get my hair done, where I lived in Colorado before, I never had this problem, but I'll get into how I came to have the problem and how I figured out how to fix it. So I started off with like my natural hair color, and then I started off getting blonde highlights, and then I wanted more blonde and more blonde and more blonde, and before I knew it, I was all over blonde. Well, I decided that I really liked that look, and so I pretty much kept having it done, and my hair had gotten really long, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was shiny, I had no breakage, I mean, it was perfect, it looked natural. And so before I decided to move back home, I wanted to just do something different, and I kind of wanted to surprise my sister, and so I decided to dye my hair brown. So I went to my salon, told her what I was doing, she told me I was making a mistake, which I probably should have listened to her. So I had her dye my hair brown, and I didn't like it because it was just brown. It had no, like I should have got brown and then like maybe some highlights, so it kind of had like some dimension to it, but I didn't. So that's what it looked like. And after I moved down here, I decided, because I saw my sister with her cute little short hair and how easy it was to, kind of fix, and just I wanted something kind of new and sassy, but I didn't want to go quite that short. So I went into a salon. I will not name names, just because I don't want to get in trouble for that, and I don't want to bash one, like if you go to one and it might be a really great one or anything like that. But anyways, I went to a salon, told the girl what I wanted, that I wanted a couple inches cut off, and I mean, if you sew, just about anybody knows what a couple inches are. So that's, an inch, like 2 inches. So keep in mind, my hair was down here. I wanted a couple inches, which should have at least brought it to right here. So, anyway, I told her the hair color that I was going for and what I wanted it to look like, showed her a picture, everything. She said, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, she didn't know exactly what I was talking about. So she put the stuff on my hair. After I picked out the colors, I picked out the right colors. Anyways, long story short, I walked out of the salon very angry, about to jump over the counter and strangle this girl, which I'm not an abusive person, I'm not violent, but aside from my 3 children, my hair is my baby, and she messed up my baby. She chopped my hair up. When I walked out, it was to here, and it was, and excuse my language for saying this, but this is the only way I can explain it, it was cat piss yellow. I was so upset, and then it was spotted. It looked like a Dalmatian on the side of my head. I mean, it was spotted, and then the roots were like out here. Like, what was she thinking when she did it? I mean, she might as well have set my hair on fire or shaved my head. It was that bad. So my sister was like, oh, it's not that bad. I think she was just trying to tell me that so I wouldn't like freak out and like go and choke this girl. But anyway, so we ran over to Stylist Beauty Supply, and we looked around, and the girl said, honey, I just don't think that we can help you. Maybe you need to go see this guy. So we went over there to see this guy, which is supposed to be like the top dude, like the hair guru, and he wanted to charge me like $150 to $175. I was not about to pay that for my hair. And then he was like, well, I'm not even sure if it'll work. So it went like a guaranteed thing. So I was like, I'm not going to waste my money. And then I had to like wait for a long time, and it was just insane. So we went to another place, and I saw this woman, Gloria, and she could see me, like when I pulled up, she was like, what happened? And she was so sweet, and she was able to fix my hair as best as she could and cut it. She had to recut it because the girl had the cut all wrong, which I ended up in the A-line cut. And it was like the second time I had an A-line cut. But anyway, she was able to fix it to her best ability, and it did. It looked good. It still, until it started like growing out, and then it just kind of looked really rough. But that girl had fried my hair so bad that I had pieces breaking off. There were split ends. It was just so bad. It was like a tumbleweed on my head. I was so afraid that my hair was going to fall out. So, anyways, I went yesterday and got the roots and stuff done, and got back to the color that I was before, the brown and all that stuff. And my hair was a little dry and brittle, so I decided that I should do some like deep conditionings. Well, last night in the bath, I did the 3-minute Aussie, which they're right here. Let me get them. Should probably have gotten them before I got on camera. The 3-minute Miracle by Aussie. This is great, and I only did it like 3 minutes, which I should have done it longer, but I decided, like, 3 minutes because I was kind of in a hurry. But I did this. I mixed this with Dove. It's intensive repair, and it's deep repairing mask. You can get this at Walmart. I didn't find this at Walmart. You can find this at Walgreens, and I'm sure they have this at Walgreens too. So anyways, I mixed these together. I also took some of my Tresemme split end shampoo and kind of like mixed it, and I put it in my hair for 3 minutes. Well, when I went to bed, I wasn't completely like satisfied with it, and I was kind of like, oh, I need to deep condition, again. So this morning I got up, I did the Aussie and the Dove, and I mixed it all together, and I put it on my hair, and I washed my hair in cold water so I could close the cuticle. And also it helps, add shine to your hair and stuff like that. So I washed it. I didn't even shampoo it. I just, got my hair wet in the cold water. I mixed up the Aussie and the Dove real good. I coated my whole head with it. I wrapped it in a ball on the top of my head. I took some saran wrap, went around the back with it, and then took another piece and went around the front and took a towel and wrapped it up in my little towel turban thing. And I sat for an hour. It's probably like a little over an hour by the time I got in here. I got the kids out. It was like probably an hour and 10 minutes. And my hair looks and feels so much better. I sprayed on my Aussie, my heat protectant shine spray. I sprayed that over because I was going to be using my blow dryer to dry it, and I didn't want any damage to that. I used that, and then I used a little bit of my Tresemme No Frizz Ultralight spray. I used that, sprayed all over, and then at the hair salon they gave me some free little packets, and I used some of this. I still got some left. This one's like that. It's Bedhead, and it's Glaze Haze, and it's Semi-Sweet Smoothing Hair Serum. I put that all over my hair, and there's a little bit on the package, like after I got through putting it on my wet hair and stuff and blow drying it. So I took a little bit and I just finished putting it through my hair to get the sides and little pieces to smooth down, and I did the ends really well. And then I trimmed my bangs because my bangs had a little bit of breakage on them. It's bugging the heck out of me. So anyways, I did all of that, and then once my hair was completely dry, it was like, well, it was not warm anymore. That's most people, they go from one extreme to another extreme, and that's not what you want to do. So after you blow dry your hair, if it's still not straighter the way you want it to be, don't just pick up your straightener and then go for it, because that will damage your hair. It will break off your hair. Wait till it's completely dry and cooled and everything. Come back with your straightener. I spray a little bit of this on my hair before I do the straightener, and remember I put the hair serum on there too. And I section it off and I straighten it section by section. And compared to what my hair felt like and looked like, it looked really dry and it just looked really brittle, and that's kind of the process of bleaching. Anyways, but it looked a little rough. I knew I could get it looking the way it did before, but it was going to take time. But it looks and feels so much better than it did yesterday. So out through this week, I'm going to do a couple more of the little Aussie and the Dove hair treatments for like an hour, just to get it, back to the way that it needs to be. But I decided that I would make this video, so if someone had this recently happen, they decided to go from dark to blonde, and they weren't sure what to do. They were just like, oh my gosh, my hair. Excuse me, that maybe somebody would find this video helpful. And also, excuse me, if anybody was thinking about trying any of these products that you see, I definitely recommend them. They're cheap, and they're great. That's the whole thing. They're cheap and they're great. They're affordable products. This Dove cost me, I think, like $5.97 at Walgreens, and this cost me, I think at the most, like $5. And then I got the spray, you know, to go with it for the heat protectant and stuff. And I've only used the Aussie 3 Minute like one time, other than, you know, before I bought it. And it was kind of like I was at my mom's house and saw it, and I was like, Really didn't notice the difference, other than my hair was like really soft. But then I started using it, and I think it works wonders. So yeah, I definitely would recommend that. Some other products that I'm going to be trying, I'm going to do like a review on or whatever, because they gave me like a little free, sample thing or whatever. There's some Mega Whip in here, which is whipped marshmallow hair texturizer, which I don't know if I'm going to try that. I might put that in the boys' hair. I don't know what I'm going to do. It kind of depends on, I guess, what style I'm going to wear. And then there's another one that's called Sugar Dust, which is invisible micro texture hair powder, which is supposed to, like, as you can see, like poof your hair up. So if like your roots are kind of flat and you want like some volume, use that. And that's what I also got that haze glaze from. I'm definitely going to buy me some of that haze glaze, but I'm glad that they gave me some samples of that, because I think it works wonders. I've been looking for something to use in my hair before I would use my hair straightener, and I think that works really well. But anyways, this is what it looks like. So if you've seen my videos before, you know kind of sort of what it looks like. I need to go in for a trim in 6 weeks and another treatment, because she had to correct all the stuff that the girl had done before. So we're trying to correct what little bit you see. So, and it's definitely growing, but it's just it's taking forever. The mistake shouldn't have been made the first time, but it was. So when I went into the salon, though, I had told them, because it was the same type of salon but in a different town, what had happened, what I was looking for, and pretty much laid it out straight that if it did not turn out the way that I wanted it, I was not paying for it, and somebody's ass was on the line. Excuse my language. But before that girl had messed up my hair, I had been using that type of salon for years and years. My hair always looked beautiful, what I wanted it to, what I wanted it to be. And then I moved to a different state. That salon, I wouldn't send my worst enemy to that salon. I wouldn't send my dog to that salon. I mean, it was that bad. So I moved to a different town, and there's the same type of salon there, and so I decided to go there with my twins and get their hair cut, because they really, really needed one. They like the whole Justin Bieber look. I don't know. They say they got Bieber fever or whatever, but anyway, so I went and got their haircut there. It turned out really good, so I decided to go and get mine done there. And I am pleased with the results. I understand that a few little things that are like the roots right here, you can kind of see a little bit, but that was as close as she could get right now. So like little things like that, I'm not going to let it bother me. It'll be worked on and stuff like that. I'm just glad it's not that blorange, which is blonde and orange like it was. Also another thing, which I've said in many videos, I used my John Frieda color renew to keep my hair looking blonde instead of it looking that blorange. So and this restores your color in 3 uses, and yes, it does work. I use it every time I shampoo, which I shampoo like every other day. That's what I do to my hair, and it keeps the color looking natural. The hair stylist that did my hair, she said don't, but hey, Stephen, I'm not going to listen to her, because before, when I had my healthy looking blonde hair, ooh, there's water on it. When I had my healthy looking blonde hair, that's what I did. I used that every time I shampooed my hair, and I think that that's what helped keep my hair looking the way that I wanted it, and kept it looking natural and bright and all of that. So yeah, I mean, there's some things that your hairstylist tells you not to do and don't do, and there's some things, that you do, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, yeah, I thought I would share with you guys in case one of you had just, got your hair done and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so brittle, it's going to fall out. Anyways, these are some things to try if you have brittle hair, even if you didn't get it bleached. Maybe you were blonde and you went brown and it still feels that way or whatever. If you just have damaged, brittle hair and you really don't want to go bald or have your hair fall out, then I would definitely recommend trying these products. So yeah, anyways, I just want to, like I said, make a quick video for you guys, and I will hopefully talk to you guys when I have my face on and all that. But right now, I've got to go make cookies with the kids. and do some crafts and art projects. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.